Hey, Steve H here, and I'm excited to show you what's new in Logic Pro 10.8. Say hello to Beatbreaker. And 2 new tools in the toolbox. Then there's Sample Alchemy, and a brand new pitch correction plugin, an amazing new mastering assistant, and lots of other cool stuff. So let's dive in to what's new in Logic Pro 10.8. Let's start at the beginning, because one of the first things that you see when you create a new track or a new project in Logic 10.8 is the new Create New Track dialog. This brings it in alignment with Logic Pro for iPad, and it's slightly different than it was before because it focuses us on the musical goal. Like, what do you want to do? Create a MIDI track, a pattern track, an audio track, or a drummer track? And each one of these has its own little sub-choice that appropriately changes the details you can select below. For instance, if I select a software instrument in the pattern track, I get to choose a software instrument. And if I want to take a ride on an external synth, I'll pick the channel that it's coming in on, and then select its MIDI channel. On the drummer track, we can pick genre. Let's say hip-hop. And if Open Library is selected, I get to pick my favorite hip-hop drummer and pattern. The same is true with audio. You have mic, line, or guitar and bass. If I select mic or line, of course, I get to pick the input on my audio interface. And if I pick guitar or bass and Open Library is selected, when I create that track, which I'll do right now, it will open up the library and give me my guitar and bass presets. And if checked, it will load my default patch. Or I can choose whatever channel strip setting that the production calls for. So I'm going to create another track. How about a drummer track? It's preset already for electronic. That's cool. Open Library is checked, and there's my drummer region. And look, all of my electronic drum kits and my drummers are ready to go. Okay, let's create another track, and this time I'll choose a pattern track. I'll select software instrument, and retro synth is fine. And there are all my retro synth presets. Finally, let's create a MIDI track. And I'll select a software instrument, not an external. And let's pick one. Let's say a drum kit designer. So that's the new Create New Track dialog in Logic 10.8.